Yes, Srila students. So let's discuss about polynomials. What is a polynomial? Polynomial is just an expression which contains variables as well as constants. For example, 2x squared plus 5x plus 7 is a polynomial with three terms. It has variable x and so many constants like 2, 5 and 7. What is the degree of a polynomial? In this polynomial, the highest power of any variable is the degree of polynomial. Hence, the degree of polynomial is 2. Well, here it is important. Suppose we have a polynomial 7 raised to power 9 xk plus 5. Here, you can't say that the degree of the polynomial is 9 because it is a power of constant. The degree of polynomial is 2. Also remember students, if a variable has a power 3 by 4 or 1 by 2 or negative power, that's not a polynomial. For example, 1 divided by 1 plus x is not a polynomial, as well as 7x square plus under root x is not a polynomial. So degree of a polynomial is really very important. It has important relationship with the zeros of the polynomial that we'll see later. If the degree of the polynomial is 1, it is known as linear polynomial, right? Polynomials are normally expressed as p of x or p of y or p of z, depending upon what is the variable. Suppose a polynomial has two variables. It may be represented as p of xy, or maybe a polynomial has three variables, may be represented as p of x, y, z. Here in our syllabus, we will be dealing with only polynomials with a single variable, maybe x or y. Linear polynomial has degree 1. It's known as linear polynomial because when we represent it on the xy plane, it's always a straight line or like this. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, for example, 6x squared plus 5x, it's known as quadratic polynomial. A general form of a quadratic polynomial is ax squared plus bx plus c. Never equate polynomial to something, then it becomes equation. Polynomial is just expression. You can never equate a polynomial to something, right? So this is general form of a quadratic polynomial. Here a should not be equal to 0. If it is the case, then the quadratic polynomial will be reduced to linear polynomial. So number 3, we have cubic polynomial. It has 3 degrees. Number 4, we have a polynomial whose degree is 4. It's known as biquadratic polynomial. For example, a polynomial 7x raised to power 4 plus 5x squared plus 9 is a good example of biquadratic polynomial. It's interesting to see, students, number of the value of degree a polynomial is equal to number of its zeros. Let's discuss what are zeros of a polynomial. And before that, let's discuss what is the value of a polynomial. Students, polynomials, as just discussed, are represented as, let's say, p of x is equal to, let's say, 7x squared plus 5x minus 2. Now, we want to find the value of a polynomial at x is equal to 1, when the value of variable is 1. So, it's written as the value of a polynomial at x is equal to 1 is written as p of 1. Remember that. P of 1 means value of the polynomial p of x at x is equal to 1. Alright, students. So now what is p of 1? Simply put the value for x as 1. 7, 1 square plus 5 into 1 minus 2. That is equal to 7 plus 5 is 12 minus 2 is 10. So let's say we have a polynomial y plus 7, simple polynomial. We can represent it like this: p of y is equal to 5 plus 7. We want to find out the value of the polynomial at y is equal to minus 2. So we will write p of minus 2 would be equal to 7 minus 2, that is equal to 5. Once this is clear, we'll discuss what are the zeros of a polynomial. Dear students, it's very important. A real number k is said to be the zero of a polynomial f of x if f of k is equal to 0. What does that mean? This real number k is said to be zero of the polynomial f of x. If f of k is equal to 0 means the value of the polynomial at x is equal to k turns out to be 0. A good example for this is, let's take a quadratic polynomial 7x squared plus 5x plus 1, right? Okay, let's simply take 7x squared plus 5x. On the other hand, let me take a polynomial 2x plus 5. Okay, this is one polynomial. This is a linear polynomial. P of x is equal to this. Now, students, its degree is 1, right? Degree of the linear polynomial is always 1. Interesting to see. There is only one value for k. X is equal to k is equal to what? Can anyone tell? Which will make this polynomial 0? Which will vanish this polynomial? Well, that will be minus 5 by 2. So x is equal to minus 5 by 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. It's interesting to show. It's interesting to see that x is equal to minus 5 by 2 is the only 0 of this polynomial. Mathematics is all about pattern. It's all about love for the patterns. When degree of this polynomial is 1, the degree, value of degree is also equal to number of zeros. This polynomial has only 1 0. That is x is equal to minus 5 by 2. Now let's see whether P of K is equal to 0? Yes. 2 into minus 5 by 2 plus 5. Definitely that is equal to 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. If you just see this polynomial, students, P of x is equal to 7x square plus 5x. Now, I can always say that x is equal to k is equal to 0 is 1 0 of this polynomial. Am I right or wrong?
No.
Yes, x is equal to 0 is one polynomial because P of 0 is equal to 0. When I put the value for x is equal to 0, you know, the value for the polynomial vanishes. Since its degree is 2, there will be two zeros of the polynomial. If you want to find out second zero, simply put 7x squared plus 5x is equal to 0. That is the condition to find out the 0. This polynomial I am assuming 0. That means x into 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. That will give me two values for zeros of this polynomial. One is x is equal to 0. Second will be 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. So 7x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 5 by 7. This is another 0 of this polynomial. If you just put this value here, 7 into minus 5 by x, minus 5 by x minus 5 by 7 whole square plus 5 into minus 5 by 7. See what is the result? The result is it's 27 into 5 5s are 25 divided by 7 into 7, 7 into 7, right? Minus 25 by 7. 25 by 7 minus 25 by 7 is equal to 0. So we have got an interesting thing that the degree of a polynomial is equal to number of its
Zero.
number of its zeros. Beautiful. Now students, we go for a little tricky question. It says 0 of the polynomial x square plus a plus 1 into x plus b. Zeros of the polynomials are 2 and minus 3. Find the value of a plus b. What an interesting question. It's giving zeros of polynomial are 2 and minus 3. It's clear. The degree of polynomial is 2. It will have two zeros. That means two values of x for which this polynomial will be 0. So when I put x is equal to 2, this polynomial must be 0. That means 2 to the 4 plus a plus 1 into put 2 plus b should be equal to 0. And when I put x is equal to minus 3, again x square minus 3 square is 9 plus minus 3 into a plus 1 plus b should also be equal to 0. This will help me to find out value for a plus b. See that this is, I will get here what, from here I will get 2a plus b is equal to minus 6, and from here I will get minus 3a plus b is equal to minus 6, right? If I solve it, I will get a plus b is equal to minus 6. So it's really interesting. Let's do some more numericals. It says find the value for a if x plus a is a factor of the polynomial 2x squared plus 2ax plus 5x plus 10. Well, this is a polynomial. Polynomial is a quadratic polynomial, right? Now it says x plus a is a factor of this polynomial, x plus a. Oh, that's interesting. So let's assume p of x is equal to this. X plus a is factor of this. Now, students, you remember the factor theorem? Do you remember factor theorem? If I'm going to divide 25 by 5, the remainder will be 0. This is factor of this. So if I divide this by this, if I divide this by this, the remainder would be 0. Am I right? Is it right? The remainder would be 0. And if I want to find out the remainder would be p of, anybody can tell me? Minus a. Correct. Very good, Armandeep Singh. When it would be p of minus a. This is as per the remainder theorem. Remainder theorem and factor theorem are related. Very right. So I can always solve this. That now x plus a is a factor of p of x. So p of minus a would be equal to remainder. But in this case, x plus a is a factor, remainder would be 0. So I will get b to a square. Instead of x, I'll put minus a. Right. So minus 2a square minus 5a plus 10 is equal to 0. So this cancels out and I will get minus 5a is equal to minus 10, giving a is equal to 2. Right. So these are some, sums where your previous knowledge is important. So enjoy maths and you will have good grip on physics also. What is a geometric meaning of zeros of a polynomial? Let's say you have a polynomial x plus 1. Now let's say you draw a graph of x plus 1. So we want to find out, we want to represent x plus 1 on this graph xy plane. So you assume x plus 1 is equal to y. This is the way you plot the graph of xy1. So find out the coordinates when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So 0, 1 is 1 point. When x is when x is equal to 1, y would be 2. X is 1, y 2. Okay, we plot this. 1 is 0, 1. 0, 1. Let's see this point. And 1, 2. X is 1, y is 2. Right? This is 1, 2. And this is 0, 1. If you join this, you will get the graph of this polynomial. Now, the interesting thing is, students, just see where this graph is cutting x-axis. What? Where this graph is cutting x-axis. It's very interesting. Students, we know x plus 1 polynomial. The 0 is x is equal to minus 1. See, it cuts the x-axis exactly at x is equal to minus 1. Oh, that's beautiful. What does that mean? The 0 of a polynomial is exactly the point where the graph of the polynomial x plus 1 is equal to y, or simply x plus 1, graph of x plus 1, cuts the x-axis. Well, in the books, it's given only till here. Let's go beyond this. Let's go out of box. In spite of all the odds in the life, let's not say goodbye to concepts, okay? Because they're most important. Now, we have taken a polynomial in x. Why not consider a polynomial p of y? Well, let's say that is 2x plus 4. I'm sorry, 2y plus 4. Let's try to find out its 0. Let's try to see where the 0 is there in the graph. So students, everybody knows its 0 would be, if you want to find out the 0 of any polynomial, simply equate the polynomial to 0, find out the value for y. Well, that is equal to minus 2. Y is equal to minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial 2y plus 4. Am I right? Still you have any doubt? Pause, ask a question. I get time, I'll be happy to answer this. Okay? So now students, you just see the interesting thing. You want to again plot the graph. Well, this is the graph. This is XY plane. Okay? And let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Simply 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys? Now we plot this. When, well, we've taken 2y plus 4 is equal to x. This is the way to plot this. So when x is equal to 0, what is the value for y? Can you tell? That will be minus 2, right? When y is equal to 0, what is the value for x? 4. 4. Beautiful. Y is 0, x is, sorry, when x is 4, y is 0 is first point, right? Second point is 0 minus 2. When x is 0, the y is here minus 2. Am I right? X is 0, y is minus 2. Let me join these two. Let me join these 2 points. You will have something interesting to note here. It's not given in all the books. See, students, here this graph is for 2y plus 4 polynomial. Is it right? This graph cuts the y-axis at the point y is equal to minus 2. Oh, is this the 0 of this polynomial? Yes, this is the 0 of this polynomial. Another interesting thing out of this, students, you see, this graph also cuts x-axis that x is equal to 4. What does that mean? Well, don't twist your mind. Maybe see it again and again. Believe me, rewind the video, see it 2-3 times. You get something interesting. So we had 2y plus 4 is equal to x. If we wanted to find out where was the 0 of this polynomial, what we did, we simply see the y-intercept, right? That was y is equal to minus 2. Now here x is equal to 4. What does that mean? You write this polynomial in terms of x, like 2y is equal to, take y, take 4 on the other side, x minus 4. And then what is y? Y is equal to x by 2 minus 2. You know, students, you have another polynomial, x by 2 minus 2 and x by 2 minus 2. Can you tell what will be the 0 of this x by 2 minus 2? 4. Yeah. Let us say x is equal to 4 is the 0 of this, which has been represented by this. We got it? So I'm asking a fellow student, he says he is not understood. So once again, 2y plus 4, we wanted to find out its 0. This cuts the y-axis at y is equal to minus 2. From there we came to know that y is equal to minus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial 2y minus 4. But this line also cuts x-axis at x is equal to 4. What does that mean? Well, that means I'm writing 2y plus 4 is equal to x. Write this polynomial, in terms of x. 2y is equal to x minus 4. Y is equal to x by 2 minus 4. Now we have another polynomial, new polynomial x by 2 minus 2. the 0 of x by 2 minus 2 is x is equal to 4. That is represented here. So something like a reversible process. You go this way and you go this way also. Very few processes, melting and boiling, these reversible processes happen in nature. Something like reversible process here also. Hope you enjoyed the videos, hope you enjoyed the concepts here. Watch the videos, share with your friends. Wish you all the best. Consider subscribing if you liked it. Thank you.